I die? A great way to start off a video and a great question. I don't know when, but the internet is going to tell me right now with the when will I die quiz. I did the mental age test quiz the other day. Turns out I'm more boomer than I thought I was. So now we're going to find out. I'm going to do a couple of these. I'm not going to do one for each episode. That feels like it would drag it out too long. So we're going to do when will I die first. There's always something we can improve on in our lives. We understand some questions might not be easy to answer, but if you want to know the truth, it is necessary to answer truthfully. It is a fact that the average female life expectancy is 79 years old and the average male is 71 years old. Get wrecked, males. Females got this in the bag. I also thought it would be higher. Aren't people living to like 100 years old now more than they ever have? Wait till you see in like 20 years when people are living till they're like 120. Take this quiz to find out when you will die. We will calculate your life expectancy once all the questions are answered. Okay, answer truthfully. I am a Malay. When is your birth date? Where am I? I am way down here. I hate having to click this. It always messes with my head. The 2nd, 7th. I have entered it above. It's my secret. My birthday's a secret. You're never allowed to know. Don't check Google. Sometimes I don't like that there's so much of me out on the internet for people to know me. It's like, it's so weird to have so many of you watching my videos. And so many of you know so much about me by now, and I know nothing about you. And that is so bizarre. And that's how it must feel for like a lot of people in the spotlight. Imagine having all of your life. I don't even have it that bad. Imagine having all of your life scrutinized constantly over. What am I talking about? Which of the following best describes the place you currently live in? Megalopolis? Now you can't just make up words. Small city? Brighton's big, but it's not that big. When I think city, I think like gigantic city, like London. Brighton's smallish. How would you describe the shape of your figure? Jacked? Super stacked? Dummy thick? I don't know. Slim. I'm a slim hip little fucker. Ah, I just missed 420. Damn it! Do you suffer from any kind of chronic disease? Chronic pharyngitis, chronic rhinitis. I used to have asthma when I was a kid. I had an asthma attack when I was 7. It's the only one I've ever had. And I was on inhalers every morning and night. I would take 2 puffs of a blue one and a brown one. I don't know what they did. One opened up my valves and the other one kept them open. And I'd do that morning and night. And then I did that for about 15 years, and then I went back to the doctor and they were like, you didn't have to do it that much. And then they were like, you also don't really have asthma anymore. If I run for a very long time, I'll get a little wheezy. But should I put that down? Maybe, possibly hereditary. Sure. What type of food do you normally eat? Spicy and greasy, sweet and sour, salty, mild flavor? I mean, all of them. We all eat all the foods. What did I have today? I had a hot dog today. So, what does that fall under? Spicy and greasy. Let's go for it. Well, I want to figure out when I'm going to die. Not figure out the secret to life. We're figuring out the secret to the end of it. Which of the following best describes your occupation? My work is mostly physical. My work is mostly mental. I'm a student, I'm a researcher. I mean, my job is mostly mental. I mean, maybe I am more physical in what I do, because I'm all over the place, but mostly mental. How do you usually get to school or work? I work at home. How often do you play sports? Rarely. When was the last time I played a sport? I don't know. Do you participate in extreme sports? Does gaming count as an extreme sport? Because I'm an epic gamer. I game all the time. I'm not playing a game right now, but I am a gamer, so no. How often do you smoke? I don't smoke. How often do you drink alcohol? Few times a week. I mean, like a glass of wine now and then. You know what? Fuck you. I don't need to explain myself to you. I like a glass of wine when I play video games with my girlfriend, and it's fucking delightful. It's a great time. Do I drink to excess? No. Why am I explaining it anyway? How much time do you spend a day sitting? Oh, 6 or more hours. My job has a lot of sitting down. How do you act in problematic situations? Put my hands over my ears, curl up into a ball and run away. Remain calm. I display a high amount of aggression. I tend to panic. Well, it depends on the problematic situation. What is the problematic situation? Panic. Why not? I panic. I freak out and run away. What's your outlook on life? Optimistic. How often do you visit your doctor? I have not been to my doctor in a long time. Seldom. I should probably hit him up just to get drinks or something. Because apparently I'm an alcoholic. How long do you sleep at night? It depends. 7 to 9. Sometimes it's a lot less than that though. It depends on what's going on. I wake up at the slightest little noise. How long do you usually use your mobile phone every day? I don't know. I could probably check the screen time actually. It depends as well. Today I've used my phone for 2 hours 17 minutes. But again, a lot of my job is related to this. 2 to 4 hours. Why not? Because I have to like get videos ready and then I have to check to make sure everything's going well and checking comments and keeping up with you guys on Twitter and all that kind of stuff. Are there any heritable diseases in your family? Like inheritable? Transmissible from parent to offspring? Yeah. I've never seen the word heritable on its own. I knew what it meant, but it threw me for a loop. I don't think so. Not that I'm aware of. Are you left-handed or right-handed? I am right-handed. Do right-handed people die quicker? Or do left-handed people die quicker? I'm not here to try and cheat the system. I'm not going to look at the Reaper in the face and go, ha 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 ha, I'm lefty, ha ha. Tricked ya! And then he goes away and I'm actually like eating my soup with my right hand. No, we're going to answer truthfully. Oh no. Oh no. When am I going to die? I can't see it. I'm going to die in the year 2050. On the 31st of the 1st. Oh, on the 31st of the 1st. I have 30 years, 74 days, 1 hours, 31 minutes, and 16 seconds. 15, 14. Time is counting down. We don't get more of it. It just disappears. So you're telling me I'm going to die when I'm 59. Is that what you're trying to tell me? That's horrible. That's not a long life at all. It does make you question though. Of course, this is all bullshit. I'm going to live until I'm 160. But if you could find out when you would die, if you could actually get 100% certifiable clock of your demise, down to the exact second of when you're actually going to die, would you want to know? And if you would want to know, that is terrifying. Let's say this is true. I mean, I could die in the morning for all we know. Knock on wood, I don't. But if I was to die in 30 years, it really makes you start questioning things. Like if this popped up and it was like, you will die in 2 years, 15 days. Suddenly it's like, oh shit, I need to get some stuff in order. I need to start doing all the shit I've wanted to do. I think it's curious. Knowing when you're going to die is a terrifying idea because that's looming over your head all the time. And I think that would make me very fearful knowing when I'm going to die. I think I would definitely try and make the most of every day I have left, as I assume most people would. But knowing when that's actually going to happen, I think that last week would be the most stressful week of your entire life. There's something nice about not knowing when you're going to die. Something kind of soothing about that. But also, if you knew when you were exactly going to die, I'm very curious how people would live their lives. Like if everybody knew when they were going to die, for themselves, not other people. Oh, that's a great concept for a dystopian future movie kind of thing. Walking around and everyone has a clock above their head, like a digital thing, showing when they're gonna die. Or somebody has that power. Is there something like that? Like a movie or a book or a show or something? I really want to watch that. Let me know. Or a game. That would be awesome. Because I'm always fascinated by how people think and why they do what they do. So it would be interesting to see if people would treat each other differently. If the whole world knew when each other was going to die, would you treat each other differently? Would some people become bigger shitheads because now they know how much time they have left, so they're trying to cram it all in, or I don't know. It's interesting. Anyway, that's when I'm going to die. Thanks. Now on to the Real juicy shit, okay? We're doing the sadomasochism tendency test. Sadomasochism means receiving sexual gratification from the infliction of physical pain or humiliation either on another person or on oneself. Sadomasochism, baby. Let's hurt each other to get off. The movie 50 Shades of Grey propelled, I would say, the book, you know, get your sources right, propelled sadomasochism to a new level of public awareness and acceptance. Do you have any tendency for sadism or masochism? Just answer 15 questions and they will reveal how submissive or dominant you really are. Oh, you're about to learn some shit about me. Or is it all going to be fake? Who knows? Let's see how sadomasochistic we are. Which movie scene below interests you the most? Oh god, it's going to be one of these. The lead defeats the enemy by using intelligence. The lead is defeated by overwhelming force. The lead gets rich by inheriting a large estate. Not this one. It depends on the movie. If you're watching like an anime or something, outsmarting them isn't fun. Well, a little bit of intelligence here and there, but you want to see them like yell and get super powerful and then overwhelming force. They're able to project their nipples into someone's head and kill them. That one. As a student, how are/were your grades? Don't worry, no one will see your answer. Just answer it honestly. Oh, no one's gonna see my answer. That's cool. I'm really glad that no one's gonna see my answer. I was a B's and C's kind of student, I think. Some stuff I was bad at, like, well, it depends. In college, because I was doing hotel management, I was much better at those types of things, of course, but being in secondary school, math and all that shit was just like, I have no idea. So I did ordinary level maths, which is like the lower level. In Ireland, you have higher or lower, whatever that is, honors and I don't know. Wherever you were from, it's probably something labeled differently, but I did ordinary level maths. And even then, I think I got like a low B or high C. I can't remember. Take a look in your fridge. What kind of food/drinks do you see the most? Oh. I have a lot of meat and cheese in my fridge at the moment. We bought a lot of meats and cheeses to put on crackers. There's no beer in my fridge because I have a cool little like wine fridge that was with the house when I bought it and it was really cool. Is it weird that was one of the selling points of the house to me? It was like, ooh, that's awesome. That makes me feel cool. It's so stupid. It's basically just a tiny little fridge. I could have just bought a mini fridge and put it in my room. But no, one that's built into the cabinets is really cool. It makes me feel like a big person. Deli, meat and cheese. What are you thinking when you take a roller coaster ride and rush straight down from the top? Get me off this thing right now. I used to think that whatever I need is a grocery store. I feel awesome. I'm more inclined to do this one now because I'm terrified of heights. So when I was younger, I used to always fear that kind of stuff. And the older I got, I'm like, why am I fearing it? It's like, look at the statistics of how many people die on a roller coaster. What is the likelihood that you're going to die on this? I only have 30 years left anyway. You might as well live it to the best of your abilities and have some fucking fun. So now I lean more towards this. I try and have fun in the things I'm doing. Now, it doesn't always work out, but woohoo, feel awesome. You're walking along the street when suddenly a man approaches you and asks if you're interested in working for the porn industry. Ooh, walk away quickly, very quickly. Agree to give it a go, why not? Ask for details and decide later. Probably this one. I wouldn't do it. I don't think I'm right for the porn industry. I don't think my body is ready. But it would be interesting to just talk about it and see what the ins and outs of it are. Don't you think that's fascinating? Like, learn about something that you have no idea what's going on. The only part of the porn industry I know is the external part of it that everybody sees. But the inner workings of it would be fascinating. I'm sure it's a lovely place to work. What do you do the day before a business trip? Have clean my apartment, pack my suitcase. Pack my suitcase. I mean, these ones kind of go hand in hand. I clean up some stuff and then pack my suitcase at the same time because I realize how much of a fucking messy bitch I am. And then I realize that, oh, these need to be washed. I also just work. I work my ass off right before a business trip because I have to prep stuff. Well, so if I really can't, then I don't. But most times I try. Do you ever have the impulse to key random cars? No! I've never keyed a car in my life. Who does that? Have you ever seen the compilations of people who key Tesla cars? You can look up Tesla car keying compilation or something like that. And there's some where, because the Tesla cars have cameras mounted on them, facing back on the sides of the car, so you can see people walk along and key the cars, and it's just like, you got busted. What do you think? What do you think of listing your life goals? I have a written list. I can see a use for it, but I don't have anything written down. I think it's pretty silly to need to check a written list on how to live. I don't know about that. Lists are very helpful. I don't think it's silly. This is almost exactly what I would have said. I can see a use for writing the stuff down, but I'm more of a person that just goes on impulse. Doesn't always work out the best for me because I end up being disorganized a lot of times, but I do like the spontaneity of life. Do you have any collections? Yes. I mean, I have gaming collections, I have figurine collections, I have some comic books, I have some mangas, some DVDs and Blu-rays and 4Ks and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I have a collection. When you make up your mind to do something, you finish it to perfection no matter how hard it might be. Can be convinced by others to stop. Will try, but don't have any idea how far I'll take it. Usually this one. I'm not really stubborn enough that, unless it's something that's I'm really passionate about. Like doing the YouTube thing, I was that type of person where I was like, okay, do it as best you can, all day, every day, night and day. But I don't think there's any such thing as perfection. Just do it to the best of your abilities would be better. But usually try my best. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't really bother me. I don't have to see it to completion. New restaurant is opening soon. Your BFF invites you to have a go. Ooh! Which do you think you'd order? Something new and unusual or classic dish? New and creative. I always liked that. It was the same when we went on tour. We'd go, well, with the exception of a bad day, you just want your comfort food to, just settle you down, have a nice little burger or some chips. It's nice. But when we go on tour, we always kind of made it a case to try something from that area, because each place has something just unique or a different type of food. And I feel like if you're traveling the world, you might as well try and see it and also try and experience some of the culture. We didn't have a lot of time, so the food aspect of it was one that we really tried, but sometimes you were just too busy. You're walking to your car. Yeah. I'm walking to my car. I have one of those. You're walking to your car and it's the middle of the night. Someone seems to be following you. You would ignore them and keep walking, rush to a nearby store until they've passed, look back casually to see if you recognize the person. I've done this one, so I feel like I'm probably going to go with this. When I was younger, me and a friend of mine who was in my band at the time, the guy you heard singing on all those songs, the 4 songs we released, me and him went to see, it was Lamb of God, I think, in Dublin. And we were walking back to our hotel room, which wasn't that far, but some dude was definitely following us. So as we were going, we dipped into a store really quickly and saw him walk by. But then he came back and kind of looked into the store and went back to the direction we came from. And when we came out, he still followed us. So luckily we got back to our hotel room. I don't know if he would have done anything. We definitely did not recognize him because I know nobody from that location. But I'm going with experience. What do you do for a living? Student, scientist. I'm a scientist of games. Artist, singer, actor, doctor, financial worker, civil servant, freelance, other. I feel like other, but I guess you could kind of lump some of the stuff I do into this. So let's go with this. It makes me feel special. Plus other, I think, is just going to make the answers wishy-washy. How good is your relationship with your family? Non-existent or bad? Not that close, but it's peaceful most of the time. No. My relationship with my family is not that great. My oldest brother, Malcolm, is the person I'm closest with, and I love him to bits, and he's an incredibly great male role model for me. But the rest of my family, let's not get into it. If your partner proposes to have car sex with you, what do you think? No way, that's why we have a bed. Sounds exciting. I'll have to think about it for a bit. Sounds exciting. Go for it. I don't have a car. Just live a little. Do weird shit. As long as you're not hurting anybody. Try not to hurt yourself in the car though. You never know. Sitting on certain things in there, you know what, whatever you're into. Okay. How sadomasochism am I? Am I 50 Shades of Grey or am I one shade of nothing? Your sadomasochism tendency results. No obvious tendency. Sadism. Masochism. I'm a sadist. Jacksepticeye is a sadist, everybody. He's gonna die in 30 years and he's a sadist. He's almost a masochist though. No obvious tendency. Man. wonder how many people got a huge result for this. Apparently I'm a sadist. Sadist is the one that you like to see others get hurt, right? Yeah, from inflicting pain or humiliation on others. Apparently I love doing that. Apparently I love inflicting pain on others for sexual gratification. Yeah, that describes me very well. That's me to a T. You know, the same guy who in the last quiz was like, yeah, I'm very emotional and I cry at everything. Yeah, definitely love inflicting pain on others. I cringe when other people are in pain. I don't like it. But I will take my result as a short-lived sadist and take it as far as I possibly can. I don't have a lot of time. I should stop recording this video right now because I have to go out and be a sadist. I only have 30 years left to do it, so I might as well make the most of it right now. Probably gonna go like kick a few kids in the street as I walk down. I cringe when other people are in pain. I don't like it. But I think you guys should go do those tests as well. What was that website? arealme.com. Go to arealme.com. Same place I did the mental age test. I want to see how much you guys are sadists or masochists. Take screenshots, send it to me, tag me on Twitter with them because I really, really want to see them. I want to see how fucked up you guys are. Also, do the death one as well and tell me when you guys are going to die. It's so exciting to know when you're all going to die. Who's with me? Is anybody going to die? I'm really curious to see if it says for somebody's like 5 days. Or something. That's horrible. But I'm a sadist, so what do I know? Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. These are super fun and casual to sit back and relax and do some weird shit. If you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like on it. It will really help me out. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, because we upload videos every single day. But until the next one tomorrow, I will see you then. Bye-bye.